Hey everybody, Joseph Rothschild here, aka... And we are back with another Twitter thread. Last week we spent some time looking at the past of Yu-Gi-Oh! The things that you enjoyed during the 2024 season. And largely you all said there was less you enjoyed than you would have liked. So today we're looking to the future. What in 2025 do you hope to see out of Yu-Gi-Oh? What are you excited for? What are you hopeful for? And do you think this game is going to last another year? I hope so. In terms of stuff I'm excited for 2025, the first thing is this, Orcust. I am super excited that the new Orcust support is seeing play. Looks like it is good enough to compete with the meta and gives the archetype a ton of stuff to do, even off of a single summoned skeleton. So let's see what you all are excited for in the replies. Nash says Jurak support. I know they're not amazing and you don't like dual terminal, but the first time I ever made J2 of a YCS was with Jurak. I'm so excited they are finally getting support. Listen, I don't like dual terminal in terms of the storyline, which is just all over the place. Dual terminal in terms of the actual games, that's something else. The dual terminal archetypes range from unplayably bad to super interesting, and I actually do really like the new Jurak support. I hope that it finds a home in Dino. I think it is unlikely, but we'll see. Out of Character says, I'm looking forward to tons of card releases, but mostly I'm looking forward to receiving one of these in the mail and putting it on my shelf. I do appreciate that they're like, all right, we just made a bunch of big ass anime robots. I guess the next obvious step is to make figures of them, and they look great. The Law says the redheaded stepchildren of the heroes finally getting more modern support aside from 2 cards. Even if it ends up not playable, I'm sure we can find room for another set of random one-ofs. The evil hero stuff releasing in the upcoming set looks really, really cool. It gives Hero a lot of new stuff to do, sets up like negates before you can get Nibiru'd. Just one problem, when it comes to deck construction, it necessitates you play another slew of one-ofs you don't want to draw. This deck is more garnet than playable at this point. Meatball says the GX remaster, getting the show in widescreen seems cool. I just hope they don't go too ham and do 3D models for the 2D animated monsters. Maybe it also means we get a release of the English GX OST. Have you heard the riffs from it? I haven't. We could Dyer throw that up for a second. I think that the GX remaster is going to be awesome. I will say, don't get your hopes up. That doesn't mean we're getting the 4th season localized. Scarlon probably has the right answer. I'm super excited for the Chronicles to come out starting in April. The short form anime they're going to be releasing on YouTube from Konami Animation, which is, I think some episodes are about the branded storyline. Some episodes are about Rei fighting Hitler. There will come a day when Konami's flagship property isn't about white women. When are we getting the potato and chips anime? I'm telling you, when are we getting Go Giga Gaga Gigo gay sex adventure? Throwing her around like a plushie. Boop, 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 boop. I like to soak my Diabell Star in milk and then throw it at the wall so it makes a large thud and then suck the milk out of it and then synchro summon. She's so stinking cute. I love that the plushie has chocolate on it. That's going to be hard to clean off though. Maze 3. Maze of the Master has some real promise with some impressive support cards coming for Galaxy Eyes, Union, and the unannounced Odeon stuff. It's got me really excited about the set. The unannounced Odeon stuff has me doing this. I'm like, because on one hand, Odeon's thing is like trap monsters, which like there's kind of a pretty low ceiling in terms of how good those cards can be. On the other hand, last time they did one of these, they retrained the unplayable Agido and Kelbeck into format warping super threats. So I don't know. I mean, you can really put anything on a card. 2025 will be the year I win on YCS. Good luck, Dyer. CJ says Yu-Gi-Oh players are not prepared for a deck as bad as Dragon Maid to actually be playable now. Not since Yubel have we seen a single fusion monster elevate a deck from below rogue to actually meta. 2025 is the year of the maids from your lips to God's ear. I heard a lot of this the last time there was Legacy Dragon Maid support, that we were going to enter 4 months of mid-range Dragon Maid format. I'll believe it when I see it. I hope I get to see it. Ooh, Tempest, you're exactly the person I wanted to hear from on this. When they first unlimited the Dragon Rulers, it was cool, but nothing to get excited for since they've been power crept for a long time now. And then they announced the new Dragon Ruler support. I cannot wait to once again Blaster Banish. It's gonna happen. The year of vanilla approaches. I'm beyond hyped for Primite to have a place in the top tiers alongside the Blue Eye support, although if Konami would like to give that same level of treatment to a real vanilla like the Goat Summon Skull, that would be great. Blue Eyes synchroing off for a copy of Spirit Dragon. Okay, whatever. You were no normal summon fan anyway. Honestly, as someone who doesn't have a lot of budget for playing in paper, I'm hopeful new Master Duel formats, once we take Tenpai out back and make it watch the pretty birds fly. I'm really excited to see what a best of 1 format will make of modern TCG cards. I think Fiendsmith Engraver is going to be so crucial card for best of 1. Has applications going first and second, better going second than it is going first. I think the Fiendsmith is going to do a lot of good for a Master Duel format. And I also appreciate that Master Duel is ever narrowing the gap between Master Duel and real life. I think they, are thinking about releasing some cards that came out the very last set momentarily. It would be super cool if we had 1-to-1 legality with the TCG at least, given that it already lags behind the OCG by like a year and a half. Engraver is my #1 want though. Dualtaining! unironically, it's become my favorite Yugi tubing series. I've been watching it quite a few times at this point. The thing people have come up with are insane. We had combos with the Twin Towers, Steal My Deck, Weevil, and Musical Sumo dice games, just to name a few. I've loved doing duel-taining. Duel-taining has been a ton of fun. I'm excited to do some more of it. And you know what? I will say this. It's kind of been creeping into my brain as well. I'll go to locals and like, I'm just thinking to myself doing normal Snake Eye combos. I'm like, the stakes are so fucking low here. What are we playing for? The difference between 6 packs and 7 packs? I should put some dog shit in my deck. I should put some cards in my deck that my opponent will be like, oh? I want people, when I summon a monster, to have that deep impulse within them that causes them to go, you! These 2 cards. Oh, God. This card, I think, is coming out soon. But when it comes out, it will be a problem. 7th Tachyon is an incredibly powerful card and is going to really, really, really find a home in everything. More of this! Yes. This is the thing. The more like League of Legends LCS Konami becomes, the better it's going to get. The production value is increasing. We're doing little skits at events now. We're releasing ban lists at a place where there's thousands of people excited to actually hear it. And we have the benefit, unlike the LCS, of playing a game that's actually good. Blue Eyes meta sweep! It's so funny that these cards make Blue Eyes meta. I will say it's a damn shame that they're not going to be legal for YCS Birmingham because of product delays, but I'm still super excited to summon a Blue Eyes ult a million times. A little bit of a hater one, but I'm happy to see the end of what feels like 2+ years, 3+, of the 25th anniversary celebration. QCRs are cool and all, but I want to see what they do differently after the fact. On one hand, it was really cool to have the 25th anniversary bring in a lot of people who remembered Yu-Gi-Oh! From their childhood and were like, okay, I'm going to get back in because of all this celebration about DM boomer bat chest nostalgia. Now that we can no longer cling to it, I want to see what direction they go in because we do kind of need to evolve. We got to get past it. Anyway, everyone ready for the 30th anniversary next year? I am also really excited for this. Obviously, it'll be a reprint of Fuelos and other overpriced staples, but I'm looking forward to the nostalgia pool because it was based on the fan vote. I think the most excited I will be the entire year is if they announce Neos. If Neos is in this set, it will be a cataclysmic day on Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG Twitter that I want to be here for. If he's not in here, it will be similarly funny. The new pricing scheme still ain't good, but they are at least changing something. While I don't think 2025 will be the year we get anywhere close to where, in my estimation, we should be, I'm hoping 2025 is a transition towards better things to come after a really disappointing 2024. That Jess video, I think, described it pretty well. Yes, pricing has improved since our complaints started being levied against Konami, but it is still wildly outpaced by any serious TCG. Like, oh cool, you get a frame, maybe with some cards in it from the set, for getting top 16 at a 4,000 person event. The air fryers are the funniest development in pricing, where a bunch of like LATAM regionals were like, you know what, if you get top 8, you get a stand mixer. I'm gonna be honest, that whips ass. I like that everyone's kind of being in good humor about it and like, you know what, I walked out of here with a blender, didn't have one before I came in, and I got to leave with one. All in all, while 2024 wasn't perfect, 2025 looks to be a really exciting year for Yu-Gi-Oh! I will be playing the entire time, and I hope I will see you doing the same. I found the person excited about Eldritch support, by the way.